Okay. Okay.
Sorry, miss, but I don't want to be rude. Like, I'm using my data, so can you faster? Hello?
Okay, sorry, I had to exit again. This is not good. Waste of time. Okay.
Oh, miss, I don't want to be rude, but can you faster, please? Because I'm using my data.
Okay, I can't be that fast. I try, okay? What am I supposed to do here? You asked me questions. Okay, here. Variable array. Okay, now let's share the screen. Okay, can you? Yeah, you're gonna see it. What do you see on the screen?
Yeah, I said now, miss.
Okay, so which question are you asking?
For the question one, I want to ask you like, what is one-dimensional array?
Okay, so you are going to declare, question one says, declare a one-dimensional array.
Yeah,
that will
but like, what is one-dimensional array? I don't understand that.
Oh my God, no, it's just, did you read the notes on array? You just
No.
have,
It's like, but what is one-dimensional mass? I did it.
okay, what kind of data is friend's email? Is it integer, double, Boolean? What is it? Friends?
It's gonna be string.
No, how could that be int? It's not a number. Yeah, that's
Would be string.
String. Yeah, so you have to say string, the name
Like
of the
this,
variable.
so I just declare the data, right?
Yes, so you have to say string space friends emails equal. It's okay if I give you the answer. It's okay, but this is how you do.
Like
String.
String open bracket and then
friends emails equals new string. Inside the square bracket, you need to put 20.
That's it, miss?
That's it.
Oh, I thought I have to do more than that.
No. You can either declare array in two different lines. You can either declare it in two different lines, or you can do it in one line.
Yeah,
if you do it in different, yeah.
Oh, so I understand that now. Miss, and for the question 8, can you scroll down for question 8?
Okay, question 8, okay.
For number 8, it said that like h array 5 equal array h 6 minus 1, but you cannot do this one. Like 6 inside the bracket cannot minus or 1.
No, okay, this is what you have to do. Age array square bracket 6 means, let's see which value it is. So the first 16 is in the index 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 16. So in array 6, the value is 16. So you have to put 16 minus 1. That would be the value of. Do you see it? So you have to number. You have to number the array starting from.
So how about B? Like how can I fill that? Like what should I do with it?
Okay. Anybody else has questions or just you?
Oh, miss, I have a question for you.
Yes. E. Okay.
Yeah. So over here, where it says age array bracket 8 minus 1. So would it be age array 7?
That's right. You have to do the bracket bed mass. Bed mass is everywhere. So you have to do the inside the bracket first, find the value, and move it to the age array with index 5. Okay, Koa, what was your question? Was the next one? Yeah.
Yeah, like how can I fill in the new values? Like,
Okay, so what happens in 8 when you say age array 5 equals age array 6 minus 1? That means that you take value 16,
yeah,
take away 1 from it, which is 15.
yeah,
Then you move 15 into the fifth, not the fifth element, but into the index 5.
yeah.
So let's see what is an index 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So instead of this 14, you have to put 15.
15.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then the rest of them are going to stay the same because the only thing you moved is that. Okay?
How it possible, miss? Okay,
Why?
so the fifth it is 15.
Instead of 14, you're gonna put 15.
Oh, yeah.
The rest of them stay the same because the rest of them didn't change. The only thing that changed was age array 5.
So for example, what about if age array 0?
Then it would be
equal age array 1 minus 1, so it's going to be 14 minus 1, which is 13.
and then 13 is going to be.
So the index of 0 is 13.
That's right. So the first element of the array is going to become 13. Yes.
Almost and and for the D.
For the D.
Yeah, like in the C we have like 6 equal 4 plus 2, right?
Yes.
So it's gonna be, so what should I take this from C? Like the
Okay.
C is for the B, right?
15 plus 17, right, miss?
Yes, because you're gonna look at age array 4, but you can look at the new array, not the old one.
Oh, the new one, right?
Yeah,
And
because
so for the new one, it is 6 equal 4 plus 2. But what happens if it is age array 0?
Okay, so then you have to use that one. Okay, here. So age, the 0, 1 has the value of 16. Then it's 14, 15, 19, 17, 15, okay? 16, 18. So here you are getting number 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So number 4 is, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. When you see 4 inside the square bracket, that means the fifth element of the array, which is 17, okay? The value is 17. Then age array 2 is 0, 1, 2. It's 15. So you're gonna have to add 17 to 15. Whatever the answer is going to display system.out. Okay?
Nice. Wait a minute.
Miss,
Can you do number 9?
Number 9, okay. Number 9 says, what would be the result of the following code? Codes, I meant code, okay. So you have a for loop. Okay, you're going to start counting from 0 and up to, not 8, up to 7 because it's less than 8. So 0 to 7, which is going to happen 8 times, okay? So you're going, total is equal to total plus age array count. So what this means, actually I can make a trace table for this, but I cannot write on this right now.
Miss, I don't think it'll work. The total plus age array. Wouldn't it just have to be age array?
No, it works because total is 0 at the beginning, and age array count is 0 at the beginning. So count was 16, yes? Age array at 0 was 16. So you're going to say 0 plus 16, the new total is going to be 16. Okay, so you hold that. This is accumulator. So 16 is going to stay there. Then you're going to change the count to 1. Then when the count is 1, you're going to add the next element to 16, which was, the next element was 14. Okay,
So
so
both of these questions are related?
yeah, they are related. Yeah, you go back to the,
Miss,
oh,
so number 9 it should be
No, but if we're
related to
here
number
to
8F,
count
right?
plus miss.
okay, hold on. Yeah, because it is related because you need to fill this arrays and then use the numbers. If they are not related, then you cannot use there is no value to be added. Yeah,
No,
you
but
should.
miss, over here it says count is less than 8 and then count plus plus. So we're gonna go from 0 to 7 and then we'll find the average of that and the
Uh-huh.
total of that.
Okay.
So I don't think the question number 8 and 9 are related.
No, it is related.
You have to add the ages from question 8, right, Miss?
Yes.
Miss,
Yeah.
would for question 9A, would it be would the total be 149?
I don't have the answer. I don't know. I don't have it in
Miss, so I
front.
just want to make sure again. Can you go over to number 8?
9,
Number 8.
number 8. Okay.
Okay, so number 8. So after I do the A, right? So I'm gonna do the B with the same method in the A, right?
That's right. You have to fill this inside.
So I want to fill this the whole table in B with the new
Yes.
values.
Yes, except for just 14 is going to change to 15. That's
Wait,
it.
it is just 14?
Yeah, just 14 is going to be changed to 15 because see, we say age array 6 minus 1. 0, 1, 2, 3,
Right,
4, 5. So 16 minus 1 is
So I
15.
don't have to do the orders, right?
No. Then you
Okay.
fill the rest of it. Yeah.
All right, so in B, I already have my values. So when I move to C, I will do this and then I get the value from the B, right? Or I do the C and I get the value from the A.
That's right. So every time you go through the new values and then you keep on going. And all of them are related. Yes. Actually,
Miss, do you
So-
keep on adding the old values or no?
you just have to follow what the code is asking.
No, Miss. See now how array number 5 changed to 15?
Yes, that's right. Okay.
Would we add that on the other array tables too? Like change that number too, or do we leave it as the default?
No, you leave it as the way it is until you get to this other questions that you need to add them up. You only add it in question 9. You don't add it before that because there is no add here. Yes.
Miss, what would the answer be for count? The system out print count plus count.
System. Okay. So that's the reason I gave you this assignment. So number 9, because see at the end I asked another question. Which one of the above will calculate the average correctly? Because some of these codes are going to be wrong. So it's not going to give you the correct average. Okay. Because it says less than 8. How many boxes are here? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there are 8 boxes here. So 0 to 7. The value of count is going to be up to 7. The value of count is going to be 8. The reason is the count is going to become 8. Then is going to ask the question, is 8 less than 8? And because the answer is no, the loop is going to stop. Okay? So therefore, the value of count is going to be 8. And then when you divide the total by 8, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, let me see. 1, 8. So that would be correct answer, yeah, because there are 8 of them.
I have a question.
But just one second. If the other questions the value of count is gonna be different. Okay, yes, go ahead.
So for the number 9, I'm gonna use the values for the AF, right?
Oh, yes.
So like for number 9, like in those values, where should I get those values from? like for the 8f or square.
So for 9, you get the values from this array at the top of it.
So number 9, I want to get the value from the f.
Oh, where is f? Which one are you saying?
It's 8f.
8f. Oh, 8f.
So
Yeah.
So number 9, I want to get the value for number 9 from 8f.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Yeah, you get that from 8f. That's correct. Yes.
So can you scroll back to 8? I'm gonna talk
8?
about it again if
Okay.
you want to make sure everything correct.
Okay.
All right. So I have 8a. So when I when I do the a and I get the result, I'm gonna fill the result in the AP.
That's
And
right.
after I get the result in AP, I'm gonna use it to do in 8C. And
That's right.
And when I get the result on C, I'm gonna fill it in the D.
That's correct. Yes.
And then I just continue to do it for the E and then the F.
That's correct.
All right.
So
So can you scroll back to can you scroll down to the F?
F.
Yeah. And then after I get the full value of the F, and then I'm gonna do the number 9 depend on the F, right? I have to do the number 9 depend on the A.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Which one correct with? Like I have to do the number 9 with the values from F. Or
Yeah,
number
from
9,
8f. Yeah.
Also number 9 with the value from F.
Yes. Yes.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. Sorry if it's
Miss,
not
I have a question.
clear. Yes. Go ahead.
For 9b, you know how it says count equals 1?
Yes.
And it says count would be less than 9.
That's right. Okay. So how many times this will happen? From 1 to
8 times.
But Miss,
But Miss, in the table we just have 8 columns.
yeah, how would it work, Miss?
Okay. So you start counting from 1, and
Or would this one, Miss? Would this one be an error?
Yeah.
All right. Okay then. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I wanted you to pay attention. Okay. So from 1 to 9 is how many times is going to happen?
8.
8 times. But the value of count at the end is going to be actually
8. That's 7.
is 9 less than 9, then it's going to stop. The value of count for average is going to be 9, because count is going to still continue counting until it reaches 9. So the last value of count is going to be 9. That's why this is not right. This is not going to give you the correct average. It's going to divide total by 9.
Confused.
But Miss,
Yeah.
there are only there's 8 columns. So would you like skip the first number?
No, you wouldn't skip. No. When I say count, that's not the index number. It's just a counter. That's the thing that you need to pay attention.
So would it be total age divided by count?
Yes. So,
We'll get the wrong average?
That's right. Because we started counting from 1, the final value of count is going to become 9. So when we say is 9 less than 9, the answer is no. The loop is going to stop. Therefore, the value of count is going to be 9. Total divided by 9 is not going to give you the correct average, because we started counting from 1. Yeah.
I'm so confused, Miss.
It is a little confusing, but it's just a thinking. But why are you confused? Because you can actually, I could start counting from 5 to 12, for example. Or 5 to 13. You can count from any number. Like, okay, can you count from 12 to, I want 8 of them. 12 to 20? We can still count from 12 to 20. It doesn't matter what number you put here, but we usually put 0 because we deal with the arrays, which helps us. But we can count from any number as long as this loop happens 8 times.
Wait, Miss, wouldn't this loop happen? Wouldn't this one be correct though?
Yeah, the loop is correct because how many times is it going to happen?
It's gonna happen 8 times, right?
So yeah, because it's 8 times, it is correct. But the value of count is not correct. Actually, I'm sorry, I answered somebody wrong. I don't know who it was. You're right. We are going to skip the first value. I'm sorry. I think it was Paris. Yeah, that asked me. Because we are starting counting from 1 and count is 1, we are going to skip the first value. We are not going to add that value. Sorry, I didn't answer that right. You get it?
Miss, can you please explain like what the answer would for this question would be?
Okay, because I don't have the values in front of me, I can't add them up. But because
Miss,
you
I got a total of 149.
maybe that's correct because see, you're gonna start from 0 plus. You're going to start from the second value, which is 14.
Oh,
So-
miss, what? You just said that I have to do the number 9 depend on the number 8F.
Yeah, you're using 8F.
But
Because
why you get back to the beginning?
Because I'm saying here in 9, okay, I'm saying age array count, and count is 1. This is index 1, so 0, we are not going to use the index 0, we are going to use index 1.
So to the 8F, alright.
Yeah, and then we are going to add the rest of it. Yeah. But okay, I think my goal from this assignment was this thing that you are doing right now. You are thinking about it. So that's correct. That's what I wanted to, my goal was for you to think about it. Is this correct? Isn't this correct? So, which okay. But you know what? I can fill this, I can post the correct answer after everybody handed in. Is that okay? So you can check the answers. Are you with me there?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Oh, let me just see. There is something.
Miss, is it for marks or is it just like, are we just gonna see if we did it?
I wanted to mark, but if you don't feel comfortable, I can just mark it for completion. What do you like me to do? I wanted you to think about it, right? And which you're doing it. But I also wanted to use the mark. But if you don't, I can just give completion for this. Even if you have mistakes, I won't take off mark. And then on the test, then you will have to answer it correctly. Is that okay? I just give you feedback on this one. I just circle the mistake and write the correct answer. Is that okay?
So you're not gonna mark on this one and then you're gonna mark the other one, right?
Yeah, you do your best and hand it in and complete it. I will give completion mark, and then I will circle your mistakes and I give you feedback, and you would get ready for the test.
Miss?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
The test.
Okay, yes.
Do you know when you're making the test yet?
I already made it, but I didn't make it public.
It's on Wednesday.
It is on Wednesday, but because
it is on this Wednesdays?
Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to give you on Thursday because I want you to start your CPT first because we don't have much time. It doesn't matter. I can give you the test to you on Thursday or Friday. Even Friday I can give you. Which one?
Can we just do Wednesday?
You like to do?
No. Please, can we do Thursday?
I think Thursday is a better day because by Thursday, I want you to really work on your CPT. Okay?
Okay.
So Thursday, it's going to be online and you can use your time during the day.
So I just want to make sure again, it's like, will you mark this assignment,
Okay.
the variable assignment, or you should give the feedback?
I will give you feedback and check it for completion. I will add some, Like for example, 10 out of 10 because you completed it, okay? But I won't take off mark and I will just give you feedback on it.
So this
Is
mark
that-
is not going to affect my mark, right?
No, it's not going to affect your mark. Even if you make a small mistake, I will just circle it and explain it to you why it's mistake.
Yeah, thank you, Masika. I find it hard to learn about this array at home.
Yeah, but I try to put some of these questions, similar questions on the test. So based on this feedback, you would do better on the test.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay? Yeah, good. Okay, as long as you guys are happy, I'm happy. Okay, so let's talk about the CPT. I don't know what you see on the screen. Do you see? Okay, I'm just going to go through first I'm going to go through the software design stages. Let's just share a screen again. Let me see, maybe you see it. Guys, do you see the Word file on the screen?
Yeah.
The programming environment?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay, I want to go through this. This is a thing that we have been doing from the beginning. But okay, this is something every programmer needs to know this. So when you are given a problem to solve in programming, there are few steps that you have to take. The first step is to define your problem, okay? By problem analysis, what do we mean? We mean that you need to tell us what is the problem that you are trying to fix it. So you need to define the problem and the user requirements. By user requirement, I mean, like for example, you are hired by a company and the company is a user and they are telling you as a programmer, they are asking you to write an application that that will collect this kind of information and it's going to process this kind of stuff, it's going to calculate this, and it's going to give this kind of output. So they need to tell you what kind of input they are going to deal with. So this is the first step for the programmer, is to define the problem and analyze the problem. Okay. The second step, after you know what the problem is, what is the input and what is the output of your program, then you're going to design a solution. Okay, you're going to design and plan solution. By designing what you have already done, you're going to either create a flow chart that before you even go on the computer, you have to say, okay, this is how my program is going to work. You design a flow chart or a pseudocode, okay? I highlighted. Pseudocode means similar to code. It's like an English-like non-standard language that lets you state your solution with more precision than you can in plain English. So instead of saying it in English, you just say, okay, I have to declare my variables. These are my inputs. This is the processing I have to do. This is my output. So you design your program. Or for example, you will say, okay, I have to use a loop here because loop is going to make this happen 10 times. So all of these is your planning. The next thing you need to do as a programmer is to go on the computer. So before you go on the computer, you have two steps. You define your problem, then you design your solution. Then the third thing to do, you go and start coding. You use a programming language to convert your solution into a programming language. It doesn't matter if it's Java, Visual Basic, Turing, Fortran, C++, C#. There are so many different programming languages, but you have to choose one of them and write your code. Okay, I'm just going to be fast because I wanted to work on the CPT. So number 4, after you write your program, you have to test it. You have to run the program many, many times and enter different input with different data and see if that works. And you can even ask other people to come and run your program and see if there is any bugs in it. Like, is there any problem that you need to fix? And every time you run the program, you figure out more errors, more stuff that you need to change. So that is the fourth step. The fifth step is to maintain it. So it means that, okay, after you wrote your program and everything is working fine, you say, okay, it's better if I change this part. This part doesn't look very nice. Let me change it. So you keep on updating and modifying your program. That is called maintenance. And the last one is obsolescence. And then you will finally, you just say, okay, everything is done. I have done it. And then you just say, okay, I'm happy with this program, and you put it away. So these are the steps that every programmer goes through. So now I want to go back and show you the CPT itself, which you can also see it is on there, Augustine. Okay. I still use my previous year's CPT, but of course, you don't have enough time, so it's not going to be perfect, but we can do. Okay, so for culminating activity, what I want you to do, you're going to use the software development design, the software design stages. And let me just read this part. So it is like, you have been hired to be a member of a software development team. Your team will create Java application software. Although the choice of the program is yours, the complexity of your code and effort put into the project will determine your overall grade. Okay, you must use all the major skills learned in this course. For example, selection structure, which is if statement, switch case, loops like for loop, while loop, do while loop, methods. Sorry, one second.
Miss,
Yes.
So since we're working on the CPT groups, can you make like a roster for like each group where like everyone can access it?
Yes, I can do that.
All right.
Yeah. Or you can just email it to each other, but I know that maybe it's easier if you work on the same folder. Okay. So, for example, okay, methods, because you haven't learned how to create your own methods yet, but you can still use string methods like string to uppercase, or there are other things, that substring and the string methods that you use, or math methods like math.pow, math like a number to the power of 2, a number to the power of 3. Like, you can still use other types of methods, but you haven't learned how to create your own methods yet. Hopefully I'll teach it soon. And then arrays and GUI, or graphical user interface. This is optional. You don't have to use it, but if you wish, you can learn it on your own, which is not enough time, but still on the website that I have given you, they also teach you. So you can learn it and add graphics, but you don't have to. Graphical user interface is something extra. If you do it, of course, I'm going to add to your mark, but you don't get penalized if you don't use it. Question?
Will we learn it in grade 12?
Yeah, you can learn it. Yeah, but actually, I don't really emphasize on graphical user interface. It takes a lot of time, and it's good to learn, but I like you guys to learn this concepts more than graphics. If you are interested, you're going to learn it anyways. But I want you to focus on, for example, arrays and loops and other stuff. Yeah, in grade 12, you can learn it. But even last year in my grade 11, some of my students, they just were interested. They learned by themselves. It's something that you can try to learn it, but because we don't have enough time, I don't push that. Okay, so also you need to have documentation in your program. It means you have to write comments. And if you can have a help file, like readme.txt, or you have to explain instructions of how to use the program inside your code. And yeah, I think you can work in the groups of 2 or 3, and everything else is I already talked about it. So and this is the rubric. Oh no, this is the due dates I have given you. So sorry, I put Monday, November the 2nd today. I'm gonna give you time now, so maybe you can brainstorm and come up with something. It's 1:44. Okay. You can still hand in, but I want you to go think about your CPT and give me a proposal. Proposal means that you're going to write one short paragraph telling me what you want to do for your CPT. Yes.
So I can just email you the proposal?
Yes, you can email it to me too.
I'll send it after the meeting.
Either email it or I will create a folder and you can post it.
Yeah, Miss, can you just create a folder?
I think folder is better. I will create a folder. Yes.
And Miss, what are the requirements for the CPT?
This is it. You just have to, you're making a program of your own, but it has to be appropriate. It has to include most of the things that you learned, like loops, if a statement, arrays, and that's it. You can do anything. I told you the other day too, like if you are interested in medicine, create something for doctors or create something for army. Yeah.
Can you like take like your adventure game and like modify it and add like one of everything to it?
Yes, I told you, you can still use the programs that you have done in class, put them together, but but show creativity. Don't use just the same stuff, you know? You need to come up with some original ideas. Like, I don't know, create a game that you used to play in your childhood, like a board game, not a board game that uses graphics. That's too much. I don't think you can, it's difficult to do it right now. But at least you can get the ideas from, I don't know, Monopoly or whatever you were interested in. Like, yeah, you can still use your adventure game and add to it. So yeah, I want you to. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you. So if you do the adventure game, like a new version of it, but add a lot of like new things, is that like the same as doing? Would you like consider that in your if you're marking it, would that equivalent to remaking it? Oh, sorry. No, let's say you know, like how you can make a new game or just improve this one better, or does it not matter?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't matter. But as long as your code is a little more advanced and you don't repeat your code so many times for the same stuff, you know, multiple choice answer questions or this, and then so many times. So if you make your code more advanced and then use other questions, change it in a way that is more interesting. We have almost 2 weeks, no less, because let me see what I put. The November 11 is the due date. Sorry, this is a little too short time, but yeah, you can use your adventure game. Just make it a little more interesting and add other stuff. If you didn't use random number, for example, try to use it. If you didn't use string methods, try to use it. Okay, the purpose of the CPT is to put everything together. Whatever you have learned, put it together. It's a big, so I just posted, November 2, which is today, but I leave the assignment folder open for you, but don't leave it for the last minute. So you can give me the proposal, and then you're going to solution, like your flowchart or your pseudocode can be done by Wednesday. So after you did this, then we will do the test on Thursday. And then the rest of the time, you're going to work on your CPT mostly. And then by November.
Can you say again? What do you say?
Sorry?
What do you say? Can you say it again?
Okay, I'm saying by I like to get your proposal today. Okay, just tell me what. Sorry.
Okay.
So tell me what you are going to do for your CPT. Okay, and the flow chart or your pseudocode, I want it to be done this week by Wednesday.
Miss,
But I said I leave it open. If you were a little late, you can still hand in. Yes.
Miss.
Yes. Go ahead.
Can I write down my flow chart on rough draft, and then can I borrow one of your, like, you know how like you have the big Bristol boards? Can I borrow that to write the code on? I prefer to draw flow chart.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Miss, for the flowchart, do we have to put every single code on the flowchart, or can we just
No.
put some of them?
No, just some of them, just the general idea.
Like the main ones?
That's right. And it doesn't have to be flowchart. If flowchart takes time, you
Yeah,
can this
Even
I
for
think
pseudocode, do we have to put all of them or no?
no. If they are same stuff that are happening many times, you don't have to. But if there is something new, you should. If it's something new, you should put it there. But
Say,
if
Miss, we're doing like a game, like, and there's like, there's lots of like questions.
yes.
Do we have to put each and every question?
No, that's gonna be boring. That's gonna be boring for me to look at it too. You know, just choose one question, but you have to make sure that you show the arrays, and you have to be specific about what kind of information you are collecting, what kind
Miss,
of.
could you give like examples of pseudocodes on, like, could you post them?
I will post it. Yeah. I promise I'll post it tonight. Okay. Okay. So yeah, but I want you to just start working on it, and let me see if there is time. Do you want to also? You tell me who's going to work with who.
I'm gonna work with Alia.
Yes, I know some of you. I know. I'm going to let me just add this here. Do you see my? You see it? Okay. Let me add the the members here, because I know some people who's working with who. Let me just say, okay, I'm just going to add, you can tell me now, group number 1. I know Gabrielle and Ian are working together. Okay, and group number 2, you can also tell me, and I fix it.
Can Brad, Ronik, and I work together? You said yeah. In class.
Yeah, I said yes, yeah. So let me see, Aliyah. Sorry, my spelling. Meanwhile, I'm typing this. You can think about your project, okay? Aliyah and see, I know how to spell your name right, hopefully, yeah?
Miss, me and Darian.
Okay. So group number 3 is Paris and sorry.